good evening, everybody. My name is Kwaku Darteh Anane Appiah, and there's one thing I have to tell you, and that is I'm a failed tech entrepreneur. Yes, you heard me. I'm a failed tech entrepreneur, and it's a badge I bear with honor, and I'm going to share a few stories with you, and when I'm done, I hope that you'll be inspired by my story. So, a few years ago, in 2010, I decided that at that time I was in Legon, and I was doing my final dissertation. And anyone who's been to Legon or who's been to any university in Ghana knows the fate of your eventual dissertation. It's flung into a room somewhere, into oblivion, never to be seen or heard of again. And I remember doing my literature review and going to this room where all my predecessors had their dissertations kept and thinking, this is crazy. Harvard trades and commercializes on the value of the students' dissertations. They actually sell it off to industries. So why can't we do something about this? So, bright idea. I thought, oh, that's a business there. I could do something with it. So I researched and realized there was something called knowledge management. And I thought, what if I could make something out of this? What if I could go and then impress upon the bureaucracy of University of Ghana to be able to help them commercialize the content of students. So essentially just digitizing all the research work, putting it somewhere online so that if a student wants to do their final dissertation, they don't have to go into a room and dig through the mess, but they can actually see, go online, find it, and then do it. So put it together, went through the bureaucratic cycle, met a few investors. Everybody said it was a beautiful idea and they would invest into it. But we all know Ghanaians. Eventually, they stop picking up your calls and you get the hang of it that it's not going to work. So then you decide to invest your little peanuts into starting a business. And trust me, I am an English major, have no tech experience whatsoever. So of course, the tech people had a field day, chopping my money. So I walked away penniless with my partner, nothing to show, no business, and decided I'm not going to do this again. Then it hit me again, a second time. I was somewhere and I realized, man, career discovery is a big thing in Ghana. Like, how many of you know who you want to be truly? If it's not your parents impressing it upon you, or your friends telling you that, hey, Charlie, these days, banking is the thing, so go into banking. So I thought, okay, at that time I was working as a career consultant, so I was thinking, okay, what if there was a way where people could actually do a psychometric test to discover what their career prospects were based on their personality types, and then use that to kickstart their journey of career discovery. So thought, bright idea, let's do something about it. Went through the same mill again, came up with a beautiful name, I found me on Riddle, went through the motions, again, had some tech people chop my money, and didn't get the app ready in time. And again, I sat there penniless one more time with absolutely nothing to show for it. And at that point, I was like, Kwaku, you're a failure. But here's the interesting thing. When I wiped all the tears away and I really sat down and confronted myself and what these experiences taught me, I realized that, actually, two very key things were important. The first thing is that you must always remain true to who you are. I am not a coder. I am just a guy with brilliant ideas who has pondered his trade of asking people, what if? That's what I do for a living. I ask people, what if? And that the fancy way of calling that is a strategist. So you come to me and then you tell me what you want to do, and I ask you, what if you thought about it this way, or what if you thought about it that way? And then aside that as well, I communicate. So I decided, okay, first and foremost, you must remain true to who you are. And if you're starting a business and you're outsourcing more than 60%, even 40% of your business operations to a second party, and you don't even understand the fundamentals of that, your business is meant to be flawed. So that was one of the first things that I realized was a flaw for my businesses, and that's why they failed. The second thing was that here I was thinking that I could participate in the tech space by understanding code. But I realized, I don't need to understand code to be able to participate in the tech trade. I can actually be an entrepreneur. I can actually be someone who offers ideas to other people. So in sitting back and then rethinking this, I realized that there are people in the tech space who are looking for how to couch the ideas, how to present the ideas properly. And that is what my strong suit is. So if I spend some time understanding understanding how the tech industries outside the world have pondered or how they've grown in their communication fields. And I'm able to sell that to my Ghanaian counterparts here by understanding the Ghanaian market and how to help them expand and grow in the Ghanaian market. I indeed also could be a tech entrepreneur. So that's what I did. And today I'm standing here as a team lead for the Bright Ants, and with one more thing to tell you, and that's the fact that there's nothing like a wasted enterprise. Everything you do always come back to you. And every single thing I learned from those 2 failed attempts today serves me very well, because when people come back to me, I can tell them what not to do so they don't also leave penniless. So ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kwaku Anane Appiah, and I want to tell you that yes, indeed, I'm a failed tech entrepreneur. I bear that badge with honor, and I pray that everybody leaves here understanding that you too, without building code or not, can be part of this tech ecosystem. Thank you very much.